Lately, it seems that we're getting more and more confused about what a church actually is. So let's take some time to set the record straight. Church is not a building, though a building can be used by a church. Church is not a denomination, though a set of beliefs should be important to a church. Church is not about Sunday, though a church should not forsake meeting together. Church is not about one person or personality, though every church should be pastored. And church is not about size or growth, though every church is called to make disciples. So don't think of church as an address or a location, but rather think of church as mobile and on the move. Don't think of church as something built or planted, but rather think of church as something deployed. Don't think of church as where you are for an hour each week, but rather what you are every day of the week, because the church is the hands and feet of Jesus Christ. Feet shouldn't sit still. Hands shouldn't be idle. Feet go. Hands do. This is the church. Church isn't what you're sitting through right now, because you are the church. Now go and be the church.
Good morning, Rock Church. It is so good to be back together with you again. We enjoyed our time away, but there is nothing like being home and being with you. And so we are so glad to be here today. Thank you for being with us. It's good to have you in the house today. We know you could choose to be anywhere on a Sunday morning, and you're here. And so we're so thankful. Thanks for joining us. And thanks for joining us online, those that are on YouTube. We want to make sure and let those that are new today to raise your hand if you did not receive a welcome packet. We want to make sure everyone gets a welcome packet. If you're brand new to the Rock, we have a gift for you, and we want to make sure and get that in your hands. We have welcome cards that look like this. We'd love for you to fill that out as well. On the back is our prayer and testimony card. That's for anybody. If you have a prayer need, please let us know. We'd like to pray for you. And if you have a testimony of something God's doing, we love hearing about that and sharing it with the body. So let us know what God is doing in your life. And for those that are on YouTube, we want to make sure you realize that we have a live public comment box on YouTube with real-time responses. And so if you have any questions or you need more information, you can just tap right into that. And we'd also like to know that it's your first time, if it's your first time with us at the Rock, and you can let us know that in the comment box as well. All right, a couple of announcements we want to make sure that you're aware of. Our men are having their Courageous Study this week on September 10th at 7 p.m. right here. So make sure you guys come to that. Invite a guy to come with you. And on the 15th of next week, we have Meet the Pastors. And this is where, if you're new to the Rock, we would love to get to meet you. And Pastor Tim and I will be here on September 15th at 6:30 in our cafe. And we will have coffee and little pastries and just get to sit down and talk to those that are newer to the Rock. And so if you have not done that and gone to Meet the Pastors, we would love to have you. On the 17th, 2 days after that, is our Discover the Rock classes are going to begin. And if you would like to know more about the Rock, and this is where you'll learn like how our church got started, our vision, our beliefs, the leadership structure, things like that. It's a 5-week class, and it's Thursday nights from 6 to 7:30. I believe that's right. And is that what it says? Oh yeah, woo! I got it. 6 to 7:30, and you'll get to meet the leadership and all of that. And so it's just a really great way to figure out if this is the church for you, And so it's called Discover the Rock. You do need to register for that. So if you'll go online and register for it, there's no charge. We would love for you to be able to join us for Discover the Rock. And then Women's Soul Care Saturday, that's coming up on the 19th. And so women, you need to register online for that, and you do need to pay for that as well. And so if you'll go online and register, invite a friend to come. This is open to all women. We would love to see you on the 19th from 10 to 3 p.m. right here in this room. All right, at this time, we're going to greet each other. So I'm going to ask you to stand, and if you'll find someone near you and just give them a good morning and fist bump, elbow.
every mountain top. Your goodness knows no bounds. Your goodness never stops. Your mercy follows me. Your kindness fills my life. Your love amazes me. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good. You are good, so good to me. Nothing and no one comes anywhere close to you. The earth and oceans only reflect this truth. And in my darkest night, you shine as bright as day. Your love amazes me. Yeah, I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good. You are good to me. Yeah, and I'll sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good. You are good to me. And with a cry of praise, my heart will proclaim that you are good. You are good. And in the sun or rain, my life celebrates that you are good. You are good. And with a cry of praise, my heart will proclaim that you are good. You are good. And in the sun or rain, my life celebrates that you are good. You are good. And I sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good. You are good to me, yeah. And I'll sing because you are good, and I dance because you are good, and I shout because you are good. You are good, so good to me. Yeah, good to me. Good to me. The head that once was crowned with thorns is crowned with glory now. The Savior knelt to wash our feet. Now at his feet we bow. The one who wore our sin and shame, now robed in majesty. The radiance of perfect love now shines for all to see. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Yeah. Whoa. The fear that held us now gives way to Him who is our peace. His final breath upon the cross is now alive in me. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Your name is victory. All praise will rise to Christ our King. Oh. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. By your Spirit I will rise from the ashes of defeat. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. In your name I come alive to declare your victory. The resurrected King is resurrecting me. Is resurrecting me. The tomb where soldiers watched in vain was borrowed for 3 days. His body there would not remain. Our God has robbed the